everybody, how are you? This is Andreja and welcome to the very first episode of my new Airbrush 101 series. I get so many questions about my airbrushing equipment, tools, how to use one, how to clean them, and so on that I've decided to start a new series to answer all those questions. Make sure to leave your questions in the comment section below so I can add them to my list of topics. In this episode, I want to talk about my compressor, which is basically the heart of the airbrush. The compressor's job is to supply the airbrush with pressurized air, so without one, your airbrush won't work. Compressors are also usually the most expensive part to buy. Like with any electronic device, compressors also come with different features depending on your needs. In the past 8 years, I bought a total of 3 compressors. I started with a very cheap one since I was a poor student, and then slowly upgraded based on what I thought the previous one lacked. Please keep in mind that I am not a professional, and all my recommendations come from my own experience and type of work I did as a doll customizer. So this is a list of things to consider before choosing a compressor. Number 1. Size. Compressors come in all sorts of shapes and sizes depending on the work you want to do. I personally don't have much space in my apartment, so the smaller it is, the better. Number 2. Air tank. Air tanks store compressed air. My first compressor did not have an air tank, which resulted in common overheating issues and constant loud noise. The air tank helps with that since it gives the machine a break. For example, my current compressor only takes about 30 seconds of operation to fully fill its tank, and then I have all the needed compressed air for a full custom doll and even more. There are silent compressors on the market, but they are even more expensive. The next feature that I would absolutely recommend is the on and off switch, which is what turns the compressor automatically on and off from pumping more air into the air tank after it reaches a certain level. This way, the motor of the compressor does not need to constantly run. Next thing is a regulator with a pressure gauge, which gives you the ability to set the exact amount of pressure that you need to have supplied to your airbrush. If possible, pick one that has a water trap filter too, so you don't have any problems with moisture. So these are all the most important features that I would keep in mind when buying a compressor. Now you might ask, what about power and PSI? Well, so far I never had to worry about those, since as doll customizers, we work on a relatively small scale. It would be different if I was a mural painter or worked on large-scale work. But since I don't, I feel it is unnecessary to spend extra money on additional horsepower or discharge pressure. Here is my current compressor that I really love. I will leave a link to the website where I ordered it from in the description. But if you can't find this exact one where you live, you can just check its specs and use it as a guide to get something similar. Alright, so this is all I have to say about compressors. I hope you found it informative and useful. Don't forget to leave any airbrush related questions in the description box, so I add it to my list of topics for this series. If you liked this video and want to see more, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment and share. Thank you so much for watching, take care and I'll see you again next weekend. Bye!